and today we're going to be reviewing off. I know that he's gone over this a little bit before, but it's one of those things that's really important for his manners, for the sake of not having muddy paw prints on your clothes, and also for your safety and others' safety. You know, if he were to jump up on someone who wasn't expecting it, or a small child, he could knock them over or run them into something, and you don't want that. We want Koa to be able to control himself when he sees new people, meets anyone for the first time. And I know he does know it, so it's a matter of practice, because dogs are a lot like kids. They need consistency and lots of work with it if they're going to remember. It's kind of, you know, it's their training, but also you wouldn't run a marathon without training for it, and so we can't expect Koa to stay off every time we tell him off unless we practice with it a lot. So I'm not going to encourage him to jump up on me, because we don't want to teach that behavior and then discipline him for it. But I'm just going to start petting him, getting him excited without like patting myself to tell him to jump up, and we'll see what he does. And then I will work with saying off and showing you the correct body movement when we do that. So Koa, come here, Koa. Good boy. Good boy, Koa. Come on. So now I'm just trying to get him excited. Come here, Koa. Good boy. He's tired from a day of playing, so I don't know if he'll actually jump up. And since we're in this garage, it's a bit mellow. All right. So actually for this, I have treats here. I'm not going to give him a treat for it, because it's not something that we reinforce with the treat, just telling them off. And by not giving them attention is supposed to discourage them from jumping up to get your attention. Come on, here. So we'll see how he is. We'll give him a treat just so that he's interested in it, because he is being a very good boy. But now if you were to have some food up here, say you're carrying your dinner plate to the table or something like that, and if he were to jump up, first thing we do is turn your body. If you were to jump up like this, I would turn my body with my leg going across my body and just say off, and turn away from him. I don't want to kick him or knee him. First of all, that could hurt him. Also, you don't want to turn it into a game. A lot of times dogs and young dogs like kind of a keep away game, and you know, keeping them from something, so the more you push them away, the more focused they get on getting to that area. So again, don't kick him, don't knee him, just move your knee forward so it's kind of shielding your body from him, and say off. And you want to turn away from him. Most of the time when dogs jump, it's because they're excited and they want attention. And so by turning away, not getting overly excited, and using a stern voice that gets his attention, that will help him to learn off, and him to learn that jumping up is not an effective way to get attention. Now, if he jumps up on the furniture or something like that at home, it's important to be stern with him and tell him off. A lot of times paired with the hand motion will help. It will help dogs see both of them together, to hear it, to see it, and to associate actually getting off of the couch or chair. So associating it with the action is all helpful. It all helps cement it into the dog's brain. Now, the goal is you want to be able to get him to get off of anything you don't want him to be on by telling him. You don't want to necessarily yank him off unless it's an emergency type situation where he could break something or if it would be dangerous to his safety, because then you're doing the action for him. And one of the keys is for him to do the action himself. And so you want to give him the command, use his stern voice, say Koa, off. A lot of times when we do other commands like come, you use a high-pitched voice, come on, come. Something like that, something excited. And that works well for that, but for off, you want something stern that he knows to obey, it catches his attention, and he knows that you're serious. So if he's to jump up on something, tell him off, point away, call him away from it, and do something to distract him from that. If you say, no, call off, come here, if you try to keep it from him, that might encourage him to try harder to get it. Or if you are too excited, he'll think you're not really serious and it won't make him do it. So it's important that every time Koa jumps up on you, just don't look at him, don't get down and scold him in his face, because with dogs a lot of times a bad attention is better than no attention at all. But you just want to turn your body, say Koa off, and having your leg up or your arm like this is just kind of a defensive pose for you, but you aren't pushing him down. You want him to do the action himself. So I hope this helps, and keep on practicing it. And I think he's already getting a lot better. So this was Rachel on Koa, and we were working on off as a review.